Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Gigi and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a really quick video about cancel culture and how I think that it is absolutely toxic. So the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about this is just because we are in such an internet age right now where social media basically rules everything and numbers mean everything, and it's in a weird era where people love rooting for the underdog, and then as soon as the underdog comes up, people need to find a reason to hate on them, so they start digging up old tweets. So I was really thinking about this because, as we all know, Lil Nas X has recently rose to insane amounts of fame after that whole controversy surrounding Old Town Road. A lot of people were rooting for him because a lot of people were people are so racist, he's a black kid, he's coming up, let's support him, let's stream Old Town Road. And I was really one of those people because I was there's no reason not to support him, you know what I mean? But then people started talking about how apparently he used to have an old account on Twitter called Nas Mirage or Nas Mirai or something like that, where he was a huge Nicki Minaj stan, and he was basically a troll account, and one of his old tweets surfaced where he said something super Islamophobic. I'll try to insert it right here. And he also said some other gross things on there, and people are deciding that he is canceled, I guess, because obviously why not? That was super Islamophobic. But at the same time that all of this was coming out, he came out as gay, and that kind of overshadowed all of that. And I think that people are using him being gay as almost a way to brush off that other stuff, if that makes sense. And I don't understand why that is, but at the same time I'm really on the fence about this because I've seen the receipts, the Nas Mirage tweets or whatever, but a part of me is just is this real, or is this just a part of people just trying to tear down somebody that is coming up, you know what I mean? The reason why I also think that is because Megan Thee Stallion, who is another black artist that is rising right now, is super unproblematic, so sweet, everybody loves her. She literally coined the term hot girl summer, everybody loves her, and people were trying to pull up this tweet from 10 years ago where she used the F word to describe a gay person, and they were trying to be Megan Thee Stallion is canceled because of that. And I was kind of just obviously I can't speak for all queer people, but I was that's not a big deal in my eyes, especially because it was 10 years ago. How old is she? She's 24 now. She was 14 at the time. She was a kid when she tweeted that, and it's not she was saying it with these super homophobic undertones, if that makes sense. I don't know, I don't want to go so far as to really defending her uses of the F word, because obviously no one should be using that, but that is no reason for someone to be canceled. One tweet where she said that, and when everybody used to use that word, is just ridiculous. But then when somebody Lil Nas X very clearly was being so Islamophobic and really disgusting, it's swiped under the rug. For whatever reason, that's way less relevant because he has bops and because he's gay. You know what I mean? I just don't understand where the line is drawn for cancel culture. This also brings me to Brother Nature, who recently had kind of a little stint like this where people dug up some of his old tweets from when he was literally in 6th grade, because he's only 20 now. So he was literally in 6th grade, and he said he probably used the F word too. I can't remember. I'll try to find the receipts. But people were trying to cancel him for that. Half of Twitter was yeah, this is so gross, cancel him or whatever. He doesn't deserve to have the success because he used the F word. But then the other side was kind of just Brother Nature has worked so hard. He was literally 11. Have you dealt with middle school boys before? That is so normal, and anyone that is criticizing him for that would be lying if they said that they didn't say anything similar when they were that same age, you know what I mean? So then that quickly was everyone was you know what, we're not canceling Brother Nature. I don't know, all of this is just making me think when can somebody get canceled? What are proper grounds for someone to get canceled, and when is it just not toxic? Because I think with Meg Thee Stallion and with Brother Nature, that was just toxicity at its finest. People love canceling people as soon as they get big. Like, people literally went digging for that in order to find something to hate on those pure people for. There's nothing wrong with either one of them, you know what I mean? But then with Lil Nas X, like, I guess you could almost argue the same thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. He had this controversy and that's what made him famous or whatever. But there is very clear receipts for that. And it's like several instances of him being Islamophobic and gross. And like, his whole account was basically like a troll account. So that also begs the question of like, should we dismiss troll accounts, or are they just as harmful as people that are just straight up saying things, you know? I just kind of wanted to start this discussion. I personally think that cancel culture is becoming so ridiculous. Like, people are trying to cancel others left and right for like no reason. I don't know. Obviously it is important to cancel people though. Like, I was here for James Charles getting canceled. He should have been canceled a long time ago after the whole Ebola thing. But I was not here for Jeffree Star trying to insert his 2 cents on it when he should have been canceled a long time ago too. But like, for whatever reason, no one thinks that he is problematic enough to be canceled, even though he's proved several times to be anti-black as and just overall a really nasty person. Where's the line drawn? What do you guys think about this? I don't want to make this all about like race or anything, but I do think that a big reason why Jeffree Star still has his career is because, one, he's been around for a long time, even though his problematicness started basically at the beginning of his career, and 2, because he is white. When you think about other non-white people that have been problematic and that have gotten canceled, like, usually they get canceled and like that's it for them, you know what I mean? Like, let's take Sabrina Claudio for example. Her old tweets resurfaced and right after that, done. Who's Sabrina Claudio? Same thing for Daniel Caesar when he defended Yes Jules, that white woman who stays appropriating black culture, and everyone was basically like, he's a canceled. And now he released an album a couple weeks ago and it completely flopped because he was a and everybody canceled him. So I don't know, where is the line? Let's talk about this. Where is the line for cancel culture? What determines whether or not someone is permanently canceled for you? I'll give a couple of my examples. Sabrina Claudio and Daniel Caesar are both canceled for me. Jeffree Star, canceled. James Charles, canceled. Shane Dawson, canceled. Nikita Dragon, canceled. And it's not because I'm transphobic, before any of you guys say that, because she is just not a good person. Who else? What's that woman's name? Trisha Paytas? Gone. She never even started, but canceled. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think, like, obviously it's important for us to hold people accountable of their actions and what they say, because no one should be getting away with saying disgusting things, especially things that are targeting marginalized groups. But at the same time, I do feel like there's a line. Like, you can't cancel someone for saying the F word 10 years ago when they were 11. In the case of Megan Thee Stallion and Brother Nature. Like, those are 2 people I don't think deserve to be canceled. If they say something like that again, like now, then of course, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just think cancel culture is becoming so toxic, and we need to just stop trying to tear people down for the sake of tearing them down and actually focus on people that are actually problematic and that need to fix their attitude. That's it for this video. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Let's start a discussion. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.